The best in poker news, entertainment, and more. This is the Mark Hoke Show.
All right, everybody. We are back here on the Mark Hoke Show, live from the World Series of Poker. I think the main event started early.
Why?
You know, I forgot to get the boxing ring bell.
Ding, ding, ding.
Sound effects cued. Now, there was not a fist fight per se, but a rather heated verbal tiff taking place.
I got to follow security down the hallway because they were clearing space for him to run through. So there was lots of room for me to follow security up along and watch Brandon Cantu and Jeffrey Lissandro end a argument. You were standing there watching a little bit more of it than I got to see.
I did see some of it, but you know what? That can't be the main story going at the World Series. So we're gonna
like the drama.
We're gonna tease you a little bit with that one. I will get to give you a firsthand account at least of what I got to see of the Lissandro Brandon Cantu argument. Like I said, didn't see all of it, but I think I saw the important part, or somewhat important part.
When Cantu puffed his chest and stood up to the security guard, and then the other security guard that was running along said, "That's not good."
Yeah, that didn't work well. All right, so we will look at that. Everybody's like, fill us in. We want to know what happened. I'll tell you, but we're having some fun in here right now. Live here at the World Series of Poker, and of course,
I'm going to take some guesses at that when we get to it.
I'm sorry, guesses at what?
Well, see, the thing is that Brandon Cantu is like one of Phil Hellmuth's best friends, and Phil Hellmuth and Brandon Cantu were at that final table, and Jeffrey Lissandro is a huge backer. I'm not saying that Cantu is being backed by Lissandro. I don't know any details on that. But if your backer thinks that you might have given a pot to a buddy, backer could get upset about something like that.
Well,
I'm just saying.
So we do not know the details, but I will fill you in on what I got to see on the fight. So hang on in there, because there's much more happening here at the Rio of the World Series of Poker. It's flashback to 2005 day, but of course, we are brought to you by all these great sponsors. Final Nine Comic. Make sure you go to final9comic.com. 9 will be one way or the other. So check out the great comic book by Anish Patel and the team. Our good friends at the Players Poker Championship Poker Tour. Big event coming up here in Las Vegas at the Golden Nugget, June 29th through July 1st. A couple of packages to go to Aruba.
Jamaica.
No. Anyway, so make sure you guys go to ppcpokertour.com and take a look at that. Boy, the boys at Arctic Blue Cooling Towels, the social media boys are well at it and on top of things, sticking over my tweet. So we make sure you guys check out arcticblue.com. It's BLU. You can get 15% off plus free shipping with the code Mark Hoke Show. The Run Good Gear Lounge has been up and running. Everybody's happy and comfortable in there. 10% off with the code Hoke will make you happy and comfortable. And some of the best gear you're ever going to find. Make sure you go to rungoodgear.com. Let's see what else we need to make sure we hit right now. Blue Rail, how far do you want to go? We build websites, and they do it right. Bob Lusk and the team. Give them a call at 522-820-5128. That's 522-820-5128. Or visit bluerail.net. And web hosting for $9 and on up from there. Bob can do anything. He can make your computer dance.
I'd love to see that.
You know, like a Highland Games kind of thing, too, you know. Just hope nothing, there's something under the kilt. And, of course, he is the designer of RogueWire, where MarkHokeShow.com is housed. So make sure you say hi to them. Double-digit covers. Get your free winner today, 855-489-2700. Money on the Orioles for Tony Dose today, by the way.
Ooh.
And they spanked him. Spanked the Astros. 9-4. Nice,
Merson was probably happy.
Nice Manny Machado grand slam. Good to see him starting to maybe get back in the swing of things.
My Tigers lost.
Yep.
I don't want to talk about baseball.
Well, you know
so
what?
Move on.
Tony Dos did not pick the Tigers. He picked the Orioles today, and that's why they win. Make sure you guys go to doubledigitcovers.com as soon as you can. Team Poker Joker, 10% off with the code Vegas Hoke. grin and win with this amazing gear. We got these awesome hats over here. Check them out. Go to teampokerjoker.com. That is correct. And we also have, let's see who else I want to make sure we mention here. Nevada Poker League. Go to NevadaPokerLeague.com. We've also got Sun Buggy Fun Rentals, who are providing gift certificates for Sun Buggy Fun Rentals Dune Buggy Experience.
Did you get Chad on?
Super Chad Holloway winning the first drawing on that.
Did he come on the show this afternoon and accept his
he's
his
working.
prize?
He's busy.
Yeah, he's over there right now
He's
watching
busy.
Phil Hellmuth go for that 14th.
Yep. Blind Squirrel Apparel.com. 20% off with the code Hoke. Look good and be lucky. Some darn sexy clothes. Man, we can have you clothed for any occasion out there on the circuit. And it's nice to have stuff from different companies, too. Because, the great thing about it is, there's all these little groups and cliques and pros, and you can fit in with anybody.
Yeah.
As long as you got, if you see, you see one company's got a bunch of guys around, just flip the shirt. Keep it going. You're all good. We all know Team Poker Joker is actually a cult.
It's a cult.
So, no, they're awesome.
A cult out of Minnesota. They worship snow.
But they are actually a very close-knit group up there. But, yeah, blindsquirrelapparel.com. All right. So here is wait, I Am Greek is in there. You know what that means? We got to say.
Oopa.
Oopa.
Opa. What?
Opa.
Oop.
No, it's not an oop. It's an ope.
Opa.
Opa. I'm surprised you don't speak Greek.
Why?
Just because.
Just because Detroit?
You kind of look Greek.
No, not Greek.
No?
No.
No, not at all?
No. I like Greeks, though. Greeks are great.
Okay. No, I do, too. Yeah, let's not insult any more races on the show. Long story.
I'm not Joe Payne.
No, it's...
What do you mean?
That was
the
pretty
Amazing
bad.
Race? I wouldn't insult the Amazing Race.
All right. So let's first get to what's happening here at the World Series of Poker. The time between our last show and this one, man, unbelievable what's been going on. The money bubble burst in the Millionaire Maker.
And the line is big at the
The cash cage.
At the cash, well, not that it's just the payout cage, but you got to go up and get your sticker and stuff when you're done. Line's huge out there in the Amazon room.
Yeah, so congratulations to everybody who cashed. I was fortunate enough to be right in the room when they made the announcement. It was loud. Of course, the second biggest cashing group in poker history right there.
And the only one that could have beat it was Jamie Gold, I believe. Jamie Gold's main event.
Yep. So some chip counts that have been turned in. We'll hit you with those real quick. Andrew Seidman listed at 210,000. Daniel Jones 202. James Glenn 185. Larry Sumet 180. Connor Drinan 150. Ashley Butler 150. Joe Sow 145. Kyle Ho 140. Some other notable pros that have checked in. James Carroll at 112. Matt Affleck at 110. Let's see, Matt Glantz at 102, Lucky Chewy at 100,000. Let's see what else we got. I know Scotty Wynn's still in the field. Greg Mueller continues to barrel away. He's at 85,000. Tony Gregg at 85,000. They have Tony Dunstan here, but I'm pretty sure he's out. I think that's an error. I think Tony Dunstan has been eliminated. Dan O'Brien is at 81,000. Ralph Massey in there. Lonnie Harwell.
I did see Lonnie. I know Lonnie's still in there.
Yeah, so...
Go.
So,
that'd be awesome.
So quite a few big names still hanging around, of course, in this amazing Millionaire Maker tournament. Listed at 720 remaining, but of course that count is very fluid at this point. And, you don't know who's generally the chip leader in there because we won't be really seeing them be able to keep a table-by-table track until they get down to about 5 or 6 tables. So there you go. Some people made some coin today, or at least close to it, depending on how many
Helmuth,
how many
Ted
bullets you
Forrest,
file?
and Greg Pappas are really going at it over
I'm
there.
not surprised. Let me see the min cash on the Millionaire Maker real quick. Min cash on the Millionaire Maker, 26.92. So if you had to fire 2 bullets, you're still in the hole. Congratulations.
But how many is that? How many places pays?
739 to 819, and then the next pay level jumps to 3,015. So you're still a touchdown until you get into the 577 to 657 range.
Then you're only $15 up. So if you tip the cashiers, you're down.
Yeah. So looking for significant profit, maybe by around the 334 to 414 level. which gets you about 5,300. All right. We will shift attention now to the No Limit Hold'em shootout. Going to skip the Raz for a minute. We're getting to that one. We're building tension.
I love that shootout, too. I love shootouts. Shootouts are so good. If you play a lot of sit-and-goes like I do, they really, really do well.
What a tough run for Josh Aryeh, who was on an absolute tear in this tournament, looking for bracelet number 3. Got in a huge hand with Alex Bolatine. He flopped a set of 10s. Bolatine holding aces, looking good. All the money went into the pot, and Bolatine spikes an ace on the turn.
Ooh.
That knocked Josh down to about 800,000 chips. He then lost another big hand to John Lane, putting him down to 400,000, and then it was unfortunately out the door for Josh Aryeh in a matter of about an hour. Pretty sick run for one of the really great personalities in the game.
What did he profit, though? He still made a good
he did all right, finishing 4th in that event. Not bad. So congratulations, but great run for Josh Aryeh there. All right, I don't know. We're on the air right now, so unfortunately I have no idea what's going on. Someone's trying to ask me a question while I'm on the air.
He was asking us if Ted Forrest was out of the tournament yet or not.
I have no idea. If he was walking down the hallway, the odds are he's probably out. But 3 left in that one. And Alex Bolatine, very popular player on the circuit, said and listed at $2.12 million, trying to hold off Dimitar Donchev, who's at 1.3, and John Lane at 800,000. So 3 players left in that one. So we'll definitely see that bracelet get settled today,
Wisconsin,
I would think.
John Lane. Wow.
Yeah.
I knew that name sounded familiar.
All right. So 3 left in there. We then we go to the, of course, the deuce to 7 triple draw low ball event, which is I'm sorry, hit the wrong. God, I did that again. That's terrible. Got a lot of people running around here. Some crazy stuff happening. We'll try and get an update as fast as we can here. At the moment, this is what we have listed on our stats. But I have a feeling we may be down to heads up if Forrest was going down the hallway.
I don't know.
Hard to say. Hard to say. I'm not looking at the live stream either. So I don't know. Maybe if you can pull that up on your phone or something, we can give that a shot. But right now, 3 players remaining, according to what we have. Unfortunately, we're right outside the room. But maybe have you take a look or something. That wouldn't be a bad idea, too, considering it's right around the corner. That's not a bad call. Raymond Davis walking down the hallway. Look at that sexy guy. I'll tell you what, if I was a girl, Raymond. Wow. So what tournament am I playing and giving you?
This is what $10,000 looks like from Raymond Davis's hand. Some people don't make it in this. Some people don't make this kind of money in a day. Really?
So what am I playing that you get 95% of, Raymond? Yeah, I know. Well, I'm just no, you. I know. It's all good. I'm just having fun. All right. So 3 left. Right now 3 players remaining. I'll tell you what, there's a lot of sprinting and running around going on here. I don't know if these guys are kind of sneaking out for a millionaire make or break or what's happening, but these guys got to stop running in the hallways. I mean, I know everybody's in a hurry to get to the bathroom, but jeez, that's not smart. 3 players remaining. And I'll tell you what, an amazing final table for this one. Phil Hellmuth now at 830,000 chips, and he has now taken a significant chip lead according to what we've got on Greg Pappas. Pappas have been leading most of the way. Pappas now down to 415,000, and Ted Forrest has managed to double up and climb his way back into this thing. He is at 350,000. Could you guys imagine Hellmuth and Ted Forrest heads up for a bracelet? Wow, what a throwback that's going to be if it does take place. So we are going to, of course, stay on top of this as much as we can. But Greg Pappas, Phil Hellmuth, Ted Forrest, down to 3 players remaining in that event. David Bach eliminated in 4th, Brock Parker out in 5th, and Brandon Cantu eliminated in 6th place. And, of course, a very interesting happening in the hallway just a little while ago, probably say about an hour, as a verbal altercation taking place between Brandon Cantu and Jeffrey Lissandro. Not sure what happened exactly. I can tell you what I got to see as I came around the corner. I heard the yelling, started seeing people looking up, so I came around the corner and checked it out, and a very heated altercation going on between the two of them. I did not see any fist fly or anything like that, but I can tell you that Brandon Cantu and Lissandro were being separated by security, and as security was trying to push them away, get Cantu away from Lissandro, tried to sit down and just shut up and get out of it. Cantu would not stop, and the argument got incredibly loud, incredibly heated, and the two security guards trying to get Cantu to calm down. It did not happen, and then all of a sudden, two cops show up, and Brandon Cantu then immediately stopped chirping and started walking down the hallway with the two officers. Now, from what I understand, you did see him come back in the building after that. Did you?
No.
No.
I
Okay.
see him walking that way.
Oh, you saw him walking that way. All right.
But if he's smart, he would not give time for security to turn around and say anything to him.
Oh, guys, watch out, please. Got a camera there.
We're live.
We are live here on the Mark Hoke Show. All right, so that'll get fixed soon.
Yeah.
All right. So, obviously a very heated situation there, and I guess, Nate, if you want to check our camera shot.
They did
I think we're okay.
They did just go on break, so it's going to get kicked 3 or 4 more
No,
times.
they're not. No, they're not.
What's the over-under, you guys?
Nope.
Put in the chat room. What's
Nope,
the
you guys
over-under?
just watch where you're going on that. Thank you. Best of luck. That was cool. We just had a entrant into our 1K satellite main event seat contest. Yeah, I got him right here. So make sure you guys get involved in that. You can either do it here at the Rio at the World Series Poker, stopping by the booth, or come on over and or do it online, on markhokeshow.com. Bernard Lee hanging out over there looking a little sleepy. But he's still in the Millionaire Maker. As his G.
They just went on a
looks
20-minute break. The cards are going to be back in the air at 7:05.
Lots of money on the line there.
There was something going on. It wasn't really break time. There was some type of issue because there was still. Hey, Andy Block. Would you like when you get off the phone?
Yeah, don't put him on the phone, Nate. You are one pushy little shyster.
Oh, Andy's the greatest guy to talk to.
Well,
have you had a
I
chance
know
to
he
interview
is.
Andy yet?
No, I've not interviewed Andy.
You have not interviewed Andy?
No.
Oh, he's so good.
I'm
Such a nice
sure
guy. I
he
got
is.
to talk to him a couple different times the last few years. Such a great guy.
All right. Yeah.
He had nothing to do with that movie, 21?
I know.
All right, just wondering.
I know, but it's a great story. But was involved in the MIT blackjack team.
Yeah, in which he was a big part of.
Which he was a huge part of. Ka-ching. But anyway, back to the Cantu story. So Cantu was escorted away from the building. That was after his elimination. So that is all I got to see of it. So that's about all the information I've got. But I can tell you, man, that got hot and heavy. I don't know what happened between those two.
It can only be about money. Jeffrey Lissandro is not. Brandon Cantu's a happily married man, so it wasn't over a girl or a relationship.
I believe Jeffrey Lissandro's wife was next to him.
Exactly.
So, that's probably a good thing Lissandro's wife was there.
Yeah.
It was
Lissandro's a pretty hothead, too.
Yeah, it was because it was a very interesting dynamic going on there because they were screaming at each other. But Lissandro, once security kind of got in the middle there, Lissandro sat down on a bench just to really demonstrate that he was trying to be as passive in this as possible. But like I said, Cantu just wouldn't stop.
Yeah, you don't want to get Eskimo Clark out of the Rio.
No, but the minute the cops showed up to aid security, he stopped and turned around. I mean, it was instantaneous. Wish I'd had an extra camera to film that thing. But, so we'll maybe find out at some point
the drama.
What happened between those two.
Did we ever find out what happened with Scotty Wynn yesterday when he was...
Obviously nothing. He's been up and down the hall all day long.
I've seen him today a few different times, and I haven't had a chance to stop him.
And that's why you have to be responsible when you report things.
Yeah.
because you don't just sit there and go and run and tell somebody, oh, I saw, hey, Kev Math, I saw I saw Scotty Wynn being escorted out of the Rio by cops.
He wasn't being escorted.
No,
out
he wasn't, and that obviously wasn't the case. If that would have been the case, I doubt he'd be here today.
Oh, I'm sure of it. I did hear one of the winners of the daily deep stacks took their money up to the room and then went out to party with their friends and came back to an empty hotel room.
Not good. I'll tell you what. That has been a couple of we've had a couple of robberies here at the Rio and out of rooms, and people had better.
35,000 they got from the guy.
Yeah, that was the big one. So everybody better,
we'll follow you.
Use your safes.
Well, use the cage. They have safety deposit
too,
boxes at the cage. Don't trust the safe in your room because somebody could have hacked it before. If you've got that much money, make sure you use the cage. They love to keep your money in their safe. That way they know where it's at. Go to the cage and say, hey, how can I put my money back here safely?
Yeah,
and they will help you out. If you win $5,000, don't think you can just put it in your pocket and walk away.
Don't leave it hanging around. Kristen Ting.
No, we're live. Come on over here and say hi. Yes?
If she wishes. If she wishes, she's leaning in.
Yeah, we're live on the camera right
now. Yeah. You can eat. You can absolutely eat. Not a problem. Sushi.
Yes.
Oh, I got a little.
Because dinner is really late today.
Got a little Philadelphia roll action going on there. It looks like.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Good stuff. So, how's the Millionaire Maker?
It's doing okay. They're stop and go for every 20 minutes. So now they gave an impromptu 20-minute break.
Oh, wow. So why are they stopping and going for?
I think because the field is too large and people bust so quickly that they can't keep up.
Yeah, so pretty tricky spot. But I'll tell you what, not a bad place to be, though.
Yay.
What is that like to be cashing in the second biggest tournament in poker history?
It's really good, but not as good as when I shipped first for $1.3 million.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you allow yourself to think about it in there a little bit, or you just taking this hand by hand? But
Oh,
I can't imagine it hasn't creeped into your head for a moment.
Oh yeah. I've already spent it in my head.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm sure Rex will be happy to hear that.
Yeah. I'm going to donate to animals. I'm going to save animals. That's pretty much it.
Do I have to grow a little more fuzz? I do take donations, but
Yeah.
no, that's awesome. Well, I'm very happy for you. Congratulations.
Yes,
That's
thank
awesome.
you.
It's awesome. Is Rex still in there too, or?
No, he's not.
Oh, I'm sorry.
He's taking the day off, and he's going to play the 6 max tomorrow.
That's gonna be a great tournament.
Yeah, he came in 10th last year, so hopefully he can finish it off this year.
That'd be nice. Hey, you win the Millionaire Maker. He takes that down. That's gold right
Oh,
there.
that would be a very good summer.
Yeah, you guys could almost go home, just stay awake, go back for the main event, and you're good.
Oh, yeah, but we live here, so it wouldn't be very far.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it'd be hard to stay away.
Yeah.
Well, all right. Well, I don't want to keep you from eating your food.
Thank you.
But I do appreciate you stopping in real quick.
Thanks. Have a good day.
You too. Good luck.
Thank you.
$1.3 million. That's $1.3 million. Yeah, there you go. All right, it's Kristen Ting stopping in there. Flipper Fair saying, can't you sleep with Lissandra? No, shame on you.
She forgot her Red Bull. She'll be back.
Oh, she'll be back for that.
She's over there.
Kristen's there. All right, we'll get her a Red Bull. Get her a Red Bull. Run Good Gear Lounge filling up. Bernard Lee hanging out over there. Yeah, that's a pretty interesting situation that they've got going in there. Kristen just mentioned that so many people are busting out so quickly. They're having a hard time keeping up, so they had to take an impromptu break to kind of get everything caught up in there.
I told you that line was huge.
Yeah.
They couldn't get the card numbers right, and I think it must be that spot that they're about to make that money jump, so they couldn't determine who was getting the short end of the stack, and
right.
You know what I mean? So those lines were getting confused.
You betcha. So
another gorgeous day here at the beautiful Rio.
look at freaking Flipper Fair trying to start trouble in the chat box.
What's he saying?
Cantu slept with Lissandro's wife.
Cantu what?
Cantu slept with Lissandro's wife. No.
He would have had to be really, really drunk, and Cantu's got a gorgeous, gorgeous wife.
Yeah, that would have been a very bad situation. But don't make it any worse than what it is, guys. That was getting ugly enough. That was about as close to a fist fight as you're going to get without having a fist fight. So
I was talking to the security guard that was one of the ones that was clearing the way when I was walking up, and he's like, "Do you see that?" He's like, "It didn't get anywhere." He's like, "We just walked down the hall." He's like, I wanted to make sure because he said his supervisor has already 86 two big stars out of there.
wow.
So he wanted to make sure that he wasn't going to be a part of that.
Yeah, let's.
That would suck for Cantu if he got 86 out of the Rio.
Do not act like an idiot at the Rio during the World Series of
I don't
poker.
care how big your name is.
Or any Harrah's property. Actually, don't act like an idiot at any property, but especially if you have a nice package for the World Series of Poker. Wouldn't be good to get kicked out on the first week of the World Series.
Yeah, you don't want to get kicked out.
I'm going to call it incredibly stupid on that. All right, so the players on break here for the Millionaire Maker. And, boy, I'll tell you, 2 3-handed tables going on right now. Hellmuth with a significant lead at this point.
That's about to kick back off. They should be getting going right about now. So you can check out that live stream. Nolan Dollar's doing that right now.
Really?
I
saw Tuckman on the shootout table.
Yeah.
So, yeah, pretty amazing stuff there. I mean, we've already had Vanessa Selps taking down a bracelet. Tuan Lee, a long quest for him in his career to win a World Series of Poker bracelet completed. And it's just
he
not
took that
stopping.
from Justin Bonomo. Yeah.
Which heartbreaking loss for Justin Bonomo. I'll tell you what, that guy just can't catch a break heads up in the World Series.
Yeah,
he just can't. I don't know what to.
He'll find it.
Yeah, someday it'll happen. By the way, I'm digging Faraz Jaka's new look here. I just realized that he got a haircut.
Not only did he get a haircut, but he's wearing that orange dough.
Yeah, he's sporting the dough. Maybe he got a sponsorship from them.
I think he's part of that.
Yeah,
he
is part of that.
Booth, yeah.
So the hair would have covered up the headband. So we had a little conflict there. Looks good. Good for him.
Humberto Brenes is one of the hardest guys to talk to on radio, right? Invite him over.
Oh, I love talking to Humberto. I talk Humberto.
Humberto's great.
It's all good. Yep, and Ryan LaPlante, potential MN out in front here, hanging out with Jesse Capps, doing his thing. Humberto Brenes and Bernard Lee, Kristen Ting in the Run Good Gear Lounge, having a great time. Ralph Massey taking a walk by there along with Ruthless Adam Levy. Well, I'll tell you what, it's getting harder and harder to recognize Ruthless, too.
Yeah.
He's looking good.
Not really. I follow Adam pretty
well. I
pretty
do,
well.
too, but man, he lost a lot of weight. He looks fantastic. Good for him. Boy, everybody's losing weight but me. I got to do something about that.
Well, welcome to the West Coast. We get that Fukushima radiation before all those guys on the East Coast, and we slim right up.
Oh. I think the radiation is doing other things to me. It's not good. All right, so
the line of models for WSOP.com going into their booth. That's the best line to watch, I tell you.
It's not bad. I am Greek, so were they thrown out? Lissandro was not thrown out. Like I said, Lissandro kind of backed down on everything, so Lissandro was not thrown out.
Lissandro was showing why he's considered one of the best, and that's emotional control.
Well, he's still got a little bit of temper, though.
You
can push the Lissandro
absolutely, but when it comes down to money, you get serious.
As for Cantu, I do not know that I cannot. I don't like to say that I know something for sure when I don't. So I do not know that Brandon Cantu was thrown out of the building, but I do know that he was escorted down the hallway by police. So
just to make sure he didn't do anything else, I don't think anybody would have said anything to him. One, I believe he is a 7-star, so his security is not allowed to put their hands on him or say anything to him. They have to call a supervisor. So
now they have a supervisor, all right. Las Vegas Metro, baby. That's the supervisors. All right. So we're going to, I'll tell you what we'll do. I think we're going to, I'll tell you, we'll hang in here for a little bit while this break settles down. Maybe see if somebody else wants to stop by real quick. And then after that, we'll take a nice little break and brace ourselves for what's going to be a great evening here at the World Series of Poker. I may have to tell my wife not to come down and get me.
Could be number 14 for Hellmuth. That could be a hell of a party.
Oh, my God.
That's going to get started here in just a minute. I'll go over and get a rundown on that while you go to break. And
Okay, we'll do that.
all right.
When we're ready to go to break.
Wow, look at this.
Kenny Einiger walking by. Been seeing a lot of Kenny Einiger.
Hey, I did want to
Mr. Blackjack.
I did want to do a quick shout out. If you're in Vegas and you happen to lose something, I ran into a gentleman yesterday who left his phone inside the cab. Well, the cab also picked somebody else up in the front of the Rio, and they found the phone first. And he called somebody, the most frequent called number on the phone, and they got in touch with the other guy, and they were holding his phone ransom for $500.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, the problem was the guy said, well, I'm down here at the World Series of Poker. Could you bring me my phone? And that had to set off bells in the guy's head saying, well, how much is it worth to you then?
That's just wrong.
And when you have pictures on your phone that people can access,
You know, here's the thing.
and you're taking pictures of thousands of dollars that you have in cash.
Here's the thing. Would you want somebody, you're in that spot, would you want somebody calling you up and saying, I'm holding your phone ransom? No. You know what? Pay it forward, baby. Just make the call, bring the phone down.
I'd have
You
taken
probably get a
security
reward
and
out
the
of that.
police with
You know,
me.
you probably get a reward.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what these
Well,
dimwits-
the guy was from the UK, so it's not like he could just run to Boost Mobile or Sprint or AT&T and pick up a new phone. He needed his phone from the UK.
That was so sad. All right.
He paid it.
Wow.
Don't do it. Take security.
All right. So players filtering back in for this money on the Millionaire Maker. It's impromptu break for the players as they kind of get everybody caught up with the cages.
They said the cards will be in the air at 7:05. It's 7:02. They're not moving too quick. They think they still have time.
They do.
Not really.
0-2. It's all good. Be surprised how fast you can move down this hallway.
Yeah, till
Look,
you get
there's-
inside.
Jesse Capps hanging around.
Let's get Jesse in here.
Did we get Jesse in here? Let's get Jesse in here. We'll say hi to Jesse Capps. Exploiting the media pass.
Let's get that on the down.
Pretty smart there. Yeah. Yeah, there you
How's
go.
it going, Mark?
All right, Jesse Capps joining in, and just never fails. You're on the air.
You're getting some sales today.
Well, yep.
Those
well,
blue
Yeah, we're.
Arctic towels. Arctic blue towels.
Yep. Hang on 1 second. There's one there for 75. It's a Nike. The other ones are 50. Yeah, except for there's the Nike. There's a Nike gray one there for 75.
No discount?
No,
I'm on radio. You should get a discount.
if I could, I would.
All listeners,
Oh.
listen up.
Oh, that's great. That's what I wanted going out on air. Anyway,
Getting some discounts.
it's unbelievable. Jesse,
What's going on, Mark?
what
Let's do
an
it.
unbelievable evening so far. Let's get your
I
perspective
know.
on what's happening here
I
tonight.
went around on the bubble and heard the roars of claps. Maybe possibly the second largest roars of claps is 818 people were all celebrating. They made the money today in the Millionaire Maker.
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah, that's
Not bad. Yeah, so
Wow.
yeah, that was an unbelievable moment here at the World Series of Poker, one that I think a lot of people won't forget. And but I mean, there's a lot of history possibly made tonight too. Let's talk about Alex Bulletin a little bit. I'm sure you know a little.
I mean, very little just from like reporting. I mean, I know he's fantastic. He's obviously been crushing the shootout. So, I mean, he took down. I read the hand with the aces and the tens. Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
But I'll tell you what. In maybe 10 years ago, Josh R.A. would have flipped the hell out. He would have. I mean,
Well, I was getting some food, and there he was, and I didn't know he was out, and he was there was nobody outside, just outside here, and he's smoking a cigarette. I'm like, did he win? What is he doing? I mean, and it must have been right after he busted, and he was just sitting there smoking his cigarette, and he didn't. He seemed like he was taking his strides. He wasn't
it's amazing what
throwing stones.
having a family will do to kind of tone you down a little bit. But he's a great guy. I mean, I've had a chance to interview Josh, and probably has one of the best perspectives on things in poker, and where the game needs to go and so on. He's been on and off the scene. Obviously trying to do his thing with his family, but very, very proud to see him make a move. Would love to see him win a bracelet today, but looks like Boletine's going to do it. But now the jealousy starts as Phil Hellmuth is this close to winning bracelet number 14.
Can we get some updates? I mean, maybe
Yeah.
you guys just did that, but
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm very curious. I was there when he won the last Raz event 2 years ago. The same event, right? 1500? Or was
Oh,
that
my
the
goodness.
10K?
And you know what he's done?
Woo!
This lead has been opened up wide right now. He's got 2-1 on the table. Hellmuth a little over 1 million. Ted
I hear
Forrest
the
at
chance.
Ted Forrest at 320. Greg Pappas at 239. So Phil Hellmuth has opened this up. But I will say this. If there is one guy that would be very interesting to try and stand in his way, Ted Forrest. Ted Forrest.
Where's he coming out of? The forest?
You know who Ted Forrest is,
I
don't
know.
you?
I haven't seen him on the. I mean, he hasn't
Been around
any-
forever.
But has he done anything recently?
Not
for a
really.
while.
So good for but
Yeah.
oh my God. I mean, if you'd have said Hellmuth against Ted Forrest for a bracelet,
Wow.
At the beginning of the World
Raz?
Series?
Well,
yeah, and, I mean that's just unreal.
I mean,
so
Hellmuth can play Raz and hold him. That's for sure. Nothing else.
so Phil Hellmuth right now holding a 700,000 chip lead in this Raz tournament. We've seen him blow a couple. Of course, the year where he had the 3 second-place finishes had a couple of heartbreaking losses, especially to, I believe that was David Bach in the Players' Championship, if I remember correctly.
The Players'
correctly.
Championship was
Or was
Brian
that Rast?
Rast.
So there was another one that I remember he
There
blew
was
the-
three in 1 year.
Yeah.
I'm trying to draw.
I think he lost one of those to David Bach, if I'm correct.
That might be correct. But
and that was the one that had the huge lead.
3 seconds. I mean, so he's got 50 final tables now, correct?
Yes, a new record.
If he hypothetically wins this one, looks like he does. That's 14 first. At least, I mean, tons of seconds. I mean, he's got to be. Once he makes that final table, I'm curious to see is he have the majority of those in the top 3-4 spots, or is he a lot of 7th and 8th? I don't know all those numbers, but
Let me ask you this from a young player's perspective, because a lot of the younger players really have, over the past few years, take Phil Hellmuth to task and say he's not that good. He's, if he was playing with players like us, all the time that are experienced online players, we would tear him apart and he'd be broke. Give me your personal impressions about what Phil Hellmuth is the talent and where he is in your rankings.
I mean, from he's playing most of these World Series events. I mean, a lot of events from no limit standards are going to be 1,000, 2,000 people. And I mean, when he sits at the table, is he going to get 8, online grinder, super sharks? No, he's going to get, he'll never, we can't say that unless he's playing against, the best kids online to say if he, if we could take him out for sure. Because he's better than all the other guys, and maybe he's better than the kids, maybe he's not, but rarely do you get to see a chance. I mean, final tables help, but even still, you're still going to get a lot of random people that are still coming in. So I don't think you can. He's not going to play a sit and go with, if he plays a sit and go where he's playing against, some top kids, then we could see. I mean, obviously the kids don't agree with his style necessarily nowadays overall in general. And maybe he does his own thing, but it's been working out for him. And if that's how he's got to play. I mean, there's obviously no one way to do well in this game. I mean, and he's proven it. He's getting a bracelet once a year almost, it seems like.
Yeah, and you look at this final table too. I mean, the last 6 players to beat, don't know a lot about Pappas, but I mean, you got David Bach, Brock Parker, Brandon Cantu. I mean,
Right.
these are very highly regarded younger players.
Right.
Well, not Bach per se, but that it just seems like it doesn't matter. I mean, Rast was a tough one.
Right.
But I mean, I can't think of any player that would not kill to have 50 World Series of Poker final tables?
Oh,
I mean, are you kidding me?
14 out of 50 you win? Like
Yeah, and that's a ridiculous win percentage too. Unbelievable.
Oh my goodness. Gosh, I mean,
It's so hard to debate that, because obviously he did some of the damage, in the pre-money maker era, but he's been able to change his game, adapt, and do very well. And is that a model maybe for younger players to look at? Because when we see a lot of these 10K mixed game events, it is more the veteran players. A lot of you guys are playing a lot of the no limit hold'em events. But is that something, if you want to go bracelet hunting, you are diving into an experienced field, but it's a smaller field. Is there something to be said for training a little harder on these mixed games and maybe trying to shift over a little bit?
I mean, you're going to see a trend. It's going to get younger and younger, the field in these mixed games, because all these people from, no limits getting tougher and tougher. They're going, everybody's going to have to find another game that's, they can beat 100%. And I think a lot of, younger players are already dabbling in a lot of mixed games. I mean, right now there's so many, old school players that don't even play no limit. They just play that, while a lot of young kids play everything. So I think that the kids are there's going to be a trend and they're going to start, the numbers are going to start going up for these mixed games, and maybe even slightly down for the no limit. And I think, I definitely think it's going to be a trend for the mixed games for sure.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, if I was going bracelet hunting, I would be training so hard in the mixed games.
Oh, absolutely.
And putting a lot of time in there.
For the dealer's choice. I mean, that's the debate. Is there going to be all we're like, there might be like mostly bracelet hunters in there. It might be a mix of everybody, but that's where a lot of bracelet hunters are going to be, in these smaller mixed game fields. And most of the mixed games are the bigger buy-ins where you can actually win real money. I mean, there's only one 10K no limit hold'em event.
Yeah.
And now we got 10K. If you just do all the mixed games, you got every 10K mixed game. Plus not only that, they still got lower buy-ins like this one, the 1500 Raz. We'll have split, Omaha 7-card stud. We're gonna have, there's just a lot of mixed games this year.
Yeah, it just gets more and more exciting here. And boy, we already have Vanessa Selps with a bracelet, Tuan Lee breaking through, and now we're on the verge of Phil Hellmuth possibly winning another World Series of Poker bracelet.
A lot of established pros.
On. Well, I'll tell you what, the fanboys aren't going to be out here next week. I don't know what's going to get you out here.
Is there a trend, do you think, of like what the year of this is yet? Last year Canada, and you're the woman, you're the
I think it's
Rocky.
I think it's the year of the Hoke.
The Hoke, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
All right, I'm just goofing around. All right, hey, we do need to get a commercial break in, so we're going to come right back and try and sell you guys some stuff. And please take care of our sponsors. I mean, they're the ones that get all this great set and everything we're doing here, and keep my wife from going crazy while we're at the World Series.
This towel, there we go.
The Arctic Blue cooling towel.
Oh my goodness, I was wrong. I judged you before I tried it. This is amazing.
It does feel good on the back of the neck,
It does
right?
feel good. It may be cold in here, but this is really refreshing, actually. And I'm not like I mean, I got a hoodie on, but this is awesome.
There you go. All right. So Jesse Capps falling in love with Arctic Blue cooling towels right on the air. Look at that. You can just see the love in his eyes.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a break, and we'll come right back. We'll give you more updates on what's happening here at the World Series of Poker. Phil Hellmuth could be on his way to bracelet number 14. Stick around, everybody. We'll be right back.
This is nice.
The heat is on. Whether you're in the hot seat of a major poker tournament or just dealing with everyday life, stay cool with a brand new Arctic Blue cooling towel. Just wet your reusable and durable Arctic Blue cooling towel in cold water, and you'll have instant cooling relief at your fingertips for up to 5 hours. The towel is lightweight and pliable, so you can keep it handy no matter where you are. Plus, it's absorbent enough to make sure you and your clothes stay dry while you stay cool. No need to sweat it out, no matter what you're doing, when you have an Arctic Blue cooling towel handy. So get the same cooling towel used by professional athletes, poker players, first responders, physical therapists, U.S. automakers, and even reality TV stars. So what are you waiting for? Visit them today at arcticblu.com and pick yours up today. Plus, enter the discount code MarkHokeShow when you check out and get 15% off plus free shipping to keep some of your cold hard cash in your wallet. It's like the Arctic Blue Bear says, it's not cool to be hot. So pick up your Arctic Blue cooling towel today.
sports bettors. Tired of getting beat every week at your sportsbook? It's time to stop guessing and start winning. We all know cash is king, and it's time to let the team at Double Digit Covers come to the rescue to help you get the positive cash flow you need to live the life you've always dreamed about. Tony Dos and his all-star sports handicapping team will be in your corner to help you beat the point spread, bring excitement and winning to your betting experience, and build your bankroll to levels you never thought possible. Get free winning sports information at doubledigitcovers.com. Stop guessing and start winning today at doubledigitcovers.com.
Call now for today's free winner. 1-855-489-2700. That's 1-855-489-2700.
At Team Poker Joker, we build innovative, high-performance, poker-focused apparel designed to keep you cool and calm in tough situations. Wait, no we don't. We've just got a cool brand representing the suits of this beautiful game called poker. Our gear won't make you better, but it will keep a smile on your face. So don't be so serious and show you know how to have fun. Get your Poker Joker gear today at TeamPokerJoker.com. Grin and win today at TeamPokerJoker.com.
Tough day at the Veld? Get off tilt and unstuck by escaping to the desert for an extreme off-road adventure with Sun Buggy Fun Rentals. We have the biggest fleet of off-road vehicles known in the universe. And since we know poker players aren't exactly early risers, we now offer after-dark tours for all you night owls. And don't forget to stop by the Mark Hope Show Wsop booth at the Rio to win a free Sun Buggy experience. Please call us 24/7 at 1-866-728-4443 and visit us at www.sunbuggy.com. Call us now and take the off-road ride of your life with Sun Buggy Fun Rentals.
RunGoodGear.com is one of poker's premier online stores for apparel. Their mission is to provide poker players with stylish and comfortable clothes for their daily grind. You've probably seen Run Good Gear at the World Series of Poker through Run Good Poker Pro Rob Salaburo, or around the country through the WSOP circuit. Today, RunGoodGear.com is the place to go to gear up for the poker felt. So go there now with the promo code HOKE, that's HOKE, for 10% off your entire online purchase. Remember Hoke. Now go gear up. Your business and promotion will only go as far as your website will take you. That's why the Mark Hoke Show has only trusted one name for over 2 years, BlueRail.net. Whether you need custom website design and development packages, or simply need a host for your website, Blue Rail is the only developer to turn to. It's time to discover the world-class personalized service only the Blue Rail team can provide. Visit us at BlueRail.net and call 520-822-5128 right now for your free consultation today. So get on board at BlueRail.net. How far do you want to go?
It's time to get on board with the Players Poker Championship Poker Tour. The PPC caters to the amateur player as well as up-and-coming and touring pros with affordable buy-ins and outstanding structures. The fastest-growing poker tour in the United States invades Las Vegas with 3 tournaments, June 29th through July 1st at the Golden Nugget, and Tampa Bay Downs July 10th through the 20th for the North American Championship with $300,000 in guarantees. Win your way to the PPC World Championship in Aruba, featuring the $200,000 guaranteed main event, hosted by PPC Ambassador Joe Sirach. For all the details, visit us at ppcpokertour.com. Join in the excitement in Las Vegas and across the U.S. with the Players Poker Championship Poker Tour.
This is the Mark Hoke Show. The Mark Hoke Show. Here again, your host, Mark Hoke.
All right, everybody, let's get back on cam. Jesse looking comfy and cozy there. Yeah, you just got to turn the microphone on, too. That's you got to switch on the top. Clicky.
We're good?
We got it.
I don't know. Do you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you now.
All right. Yeah, cozy setup here. Those couches. Take a nap.
There you go. This is Jesse Caps, in case you guys forgot. Another up-and-coming young pro.
J-Caps.
J-Caps.
Anybody who wants a good luck shout-out, every day, between 3 to 5 people, I give them a good luck shout-out. So
how's that working out for everybody?
It's, well, I don't know. I think today we had our first day 2 good luck. So I think he's still in the Millionaire Maker.
So it hasn't been that good lucky, huh?
No, it's the third. It's my third or fourth day doing it.
It's a sweet gesture.
Yeah, it's a
very sweet gesture.
You know, I'm a nice guy. I mean, sometimes it doesn't work out, and I get popped in the head for it. But.
At least doing Maury Escandani flying around here. always got to make sure when Maury's in the house, you say Maury's in the house. That was a great handshake over there, by the way. Did you see the handshake? Maury Escandani, the guru, the king of poker television, and Billy Baxter, former world champion and the MGM shaking hands.
You gotta get a picture of that. That would have been.
That's a massive pokerific, intergalactic collision.
Right.
Pretty cool. That's what happens here at the World Series of Poker. Just any combination you possibly think of, but hopefully no more combinations of Brandon Cantu and Jeff Lisandro.
No. So I'm sure you got more of the story. You were just talking about it earlier.
Yeah,
but like you told me about it, I chose to watch the bubble instead of the fight, unfortunately. But yeah, I heard there was some punches thrown. I don't know if that's true.
Oh, I didn't see the punches.
I didn't see the punches. I mean, obviously, right after it happened, pretty much, I'm in the Brazilian room and everybody's on their phones. Buzz is going around.
I'm not really sure. It didn't look like punches got thrown.
I don't know about that.
I didn't see anybody.
That's what one table was talking about.
I didn't see any red faces.
One table was talking about that. I think that when a story like this goes, viral, like telephone,
Yeah, I can say I did not see any punches thrown. I came around the corner after the confrontation started.
That's what one table said. They're on Twitter, obviously. Stories get blown up out of proportion.
Yeah, so there did not appear to any, because honestly, if punches would have been thrown, they'd have both been cuffed and out of here.
Well, we'll see. I mean, I'm sure we'll hear the buzz and which one stays, which one goes, which one. I mean, it sounds like a bad deck gone wrong or something.
Cantu got to go. It looked like.
Yeah.
Saunders stayed on the bench. Cantu got to take the walk of.
After coming close to a bracelet, he has to take that walk of shame.
That's harsh.
Right out of there with the yellow suits.
That is harsh. Unbelievable.
Guards.
By the way, I did open up the links in the chat box just so you guys know. So, Wookie, I know you tried to type something in there. Sorry about that. Wookie is saying year of the pros already.
Yeah, that's what.
So far, I suppose.
Multiple bracelet winners will win multiple bracelets. The year of multiple. Let's just say the year of multiple bracelet winners, possibly.
Chris Spears, tournament director extraordinaire.
He owes me a Snickers, by the way.
Wow, you are down on a Snickers bar to somebody?
To me.
I can't believe it.
Saved his life. Oh, my God.
I'll take a Snickers with peanut butter.
He's just throwing his tabs on there.
Yes.
Oh, my goodness.
One of the nicest guys out there.
Great. He had to come save our circuit series. We're playing a circuit in L.A. at the bike, and they didn't know World Series rules. They were playing off of, I think, TDA or their bike rules or whatever. So he had to come in, and he took care of shit. Like, dealers were, when somebody deal the first card off the deck, they would, kill people's hands, and they're, flipping out. Chris comes in and, calmly assess the situation. Players are getting upset at dealers, and he, I think it ran a lot smoother towards the end when Chris came in. He's one of the best floors there is.
He really is one of the most underrated tournament directors in the country.
Yeah.
There's no question about it. I've had the chance to work with Chris quite a bit over the past couple of years, and man, I'll tell you what, he's
always calm and cool and collect.
You talk about Matt Savage, you talk about Jack Effel, and Dave Lamb, one of the great ones out there. But I'll tell you what, Chris is right up among that group in terms of how he runs things, and sometimes I agree with the demeanor that he has. Really does kind of make sure that there's no escalations or anything like that. And he has a nice way of laying the smack down.
There's floors that to diffuse the situation will just get in your face. We'll just be like, you need to calm down and stuff. But he's very calm about it, and people feel reassured with him. Absolutely.
You just want to snuggle up with him like a big teddy bear.
He's a big teddy bear.
Yes, he
is.
He's
very tall.
That is true. Yeah, I mean, but that's one of the fun things about the World Series too is, they really do bring out the best in the staff. They try to bring in the best dealers they possibly can. Work as hard as they can to get them trained. It doesn't go perfectly.
Oh, of course not.
But there's how many organizations in the world could pull off a 7-week event like this?
He didn't see me. Yo, Andy. Andy. Oh.
It's Andy.
That's Andy.
That's Andy.
He doesn't even see me.
That's all right.
Goodbye. That's just my backer. Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay. All right. So let's go back, take a quick look, and see if we can get some more updated chip counts on the events going on. I do want to see what the current casualty count is in the Millionaire Maker. That's kind of important. I'm sorry. Hang on 1 second there.
Do you want me to?
Yeah, go ahead. See what's going on there.
Okay.
Right? All right. So Jesse will take care of that. The Millionaire Maker now listed down to 654 players, and Wang Cheng listed at 245,000. Andrew Simon still at the top of that board. Andrew O just popping in there at 200,000. James Glenn, Joe Sal, Connor Drine, and Ashley Butler. Joe Tushnet and Sloppy Claude on the board. So Chris Klodnicki, 143,000. Kyle Ho also getting up there as well. Matt Affleck, Greg Ostrander, Mac Lance, Lucky Chewy. And, of course, these counts are not official in terms of where these players are placed because of how many players are left. They're not going to have every chip count. You work for Poker News. You know how that works.
Nope, we get every chip count. Kidding.
Yeah.
Kidding.
Liar.
Absolutely. We miss people, and it's there's so many times where you just don't recognize somebody. Like, I didn't even recognize Chad Holloway this year. Like, he's a new man. Like, you go up to these tables, you're like, what's your name, sir? Try to get your chip count, and, they tell you, like, oh, my gosh, it's Chad Holloway. Come on.
It's Scotty Wynn.
He works for Poker News. It's Scotty Wynn. I don't recognize him. No, of course. You don't recognize Scotty.
Yeah, no doubt. Speaking of which, Scotty Wynn is out in the hallway right now.
He should be playing, so that's not good for him.
He's out there torturing.
Oh, wait, are they on dinner break? We on dinner?
I don't know.
We're not on dinner break.
I don't know, but Scotty Wynn hanging out here.
He's chilling.
Always looking sharp. I wish I looked that good in gold jewelry.
He must have busted, because unless they haven't started back up yet.
Yeah, maybe. He's got a beer in hand, taking it easy.
Yeah,
so. he's the guy. All right, so there's where we are on the Millionaire Maker, but that is starting to whittle down pretty quickly. So maybe we'll get down to about 300 or 400 by the end of the night.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, it'll be. I thought it was going to be under. The final 100, less than 100.
Could take a fast limit just for fun, or look at the event number 9, the No Limit Hold'em event that kicked off, just to maybe get an idea of what's going down in there. Right now, listing 600 entries for the 1K. You surprised at that number?
600, 1,800 started. No, let's see, 1,800. So yeah, they should be.
A remaining 600, yeah.
Remaining 600. I don't know why they're.
Yeah, that entries number is wrong.
There needs to be a 0.
Yeah, that should be a 0 there. So it should be 1,810 entries in there. 600 left. A few names.
Oh, wow.
Roland Israelishvili.
Is that what you said?
Israelishvili.
Wow.
Listed up there at 44,000. Big Hooney reporting at 39,000. Chris Hoonigan, one of the more dangerous players in the world. We'd love to see him get a bracelet this year. Came pretty close last time around. Let's see who else we know. Blake Bond, our badass from Minnesota, who almost won a bracelet last year, was so close. Bond is listed at 23. Amanda Musamechi, near and dear to my heart, 22,000. Rob Sulaburu making his first appearance on the leaderboard that we've seen here at the WSOP. Run Good Gear Pro, 21,500. Who else we got just for fun?
Let's see the bust accounts. There I am in the bust accounts.
Yeah, there you go. David Mallett, Rob Tepper, DJ McKinnon, Mitch Schock, Jeff Gross, Faraz Jaka. Yeah, and these chip counts are so insignificant at this point.
But, a lot of them are in the MyStack app, so.
Jennifer Harmon, one of the all-time greats, walking by there.
Yeah. I kind of laugh. She's always on the, when I walk by the Ivy Poker, they do the screens and they do, like, coaching, and then she's always on there, but like I was laughing that they're like teaching you like basic 101 poker stuff, which no, it's essential and it's awesome. But I was like very surprised that it was like showing, she was explaining, basic stuff that, I mean, actually, I didn't necessarily agree with what she was saying per se. She was just saying, you always want to play your premium cards fast, and you want your aces and kings. You always want to play them fast and raise big with them. You want less people stuff, which is yes and no and stuff. And I was like, I don't, like obviously, she knows a lot of Ivy poker, but I mean, obviously that's great for beginners. And I mean, I'm hoping like, beginners, that's the first step,
Right.
But I hope, to become better, you have to watch that stuff and then get the books, the more advanced stuff. And that becomes a better player, obviously.
Absolutely. All right, back to the 7-card Raz tournament. And Ted Forrest has closed the gap. Greg Pappas took a big hit. Looks like Forrest was the one that got him. So Greg Pappas down to 75,000. That's not good with the stakes of one at 15,000, 30,000, 3,000 ante. It can be done. That's the fun part about the games like this. You get to sweat out down to a couple of blinds and you're
so
okay.
So much fun. You get to sweat out that last card because it's your do or die card, Not like in Hold'em where they just turn it over. You get to sweat it out, look at the card, slow roll them sometimes.
Yeah, exactly. But so Greg Pappas in big trouble. We could be getting an unbelievable Phil Hellmuth and Ted Forrest heads-up bracelet match.
I mean, if you at the beginning of the day, did people honestly believe he's gonna do it? He's gonna win his 14th. He has a shot here. Like, it's crazy. Just coming out, he was middle stack the whole time, right? And then toward the end, I don't know.
Yeah, Forrest was low to middle stacked all the way. Helmuth has pretty much been the top two all day long.
Okay.
But that is going to be a match that the old veterans and people that have been following the game for a long time are going to, I think, really enjoy. And it's down to about a 2-1 chip advantage now for Phil. So thanks to Mr. Forrest picking up Pappas's chips. So certainly, that's one hand away.
Absolutely.
One hand away, but Forrest and Hellmuth for a bracelet. Unbelievable. Let's check out what is going on in event number 6 in the Hold'em Shootout, where Alex Bulletin looked like he was taking control of things and trying to pick off a bracelet. They are now heads up. John Lane has been eliminated. Alex Bulletin is at 2.8 million. Dimitar Donchev at 1.4. So the Bulgarian trying to bring home a bracelet.
That would be cool. I don't know. Has any Bulgarians won before?
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I don't know.
I'd have to double check that, but I'm pretty sure there has been a Bulgarian winner. But Alex Bulletin now with pretty much 2-1 chip advantage, as he will try to capture that World Series poker bracelet. I have to look up if he's won one or not. I'm not 100% sure.
I mean,
I can find out.
I feel like he has, but just because I've seen his name a lot. But
so let's look it up just for fun. We'll see if my computer will find that real quick. Take out the old Hendon Mob base. Of course, Bulletin, a very accomplished player.
Did you get a good whiff of that? You didn't
yeah.
Lots of greens going around here.
Yeah, Jesus. He is the #1 all-time money winner from Belarus.
Well, okay, after we find this out, I want to see who else is on that list.
I couldn't say. Let's see. I'll tell you what. We'll just see if we can get the place sort on here, which of course will probably go the other way. I want to. Yep. There it is. So he does have a WPT championship, the 2008 Borgata Winter Open. Won the Ante-Up for Africa event. That is, of course, not a bracelet event. Runner-up in the 6-handed event, the 38th World Series Poker, 2007. So he's had a couple of the final tables here. 2008, 2006, couple of top 5 finishes.
He's got some cashes.
There's a few more down there, too. An 8th place in 07, 8th place in 08, another 9th place in 08. So those are all his final tables. So Bulletin's been there a few times.
Look at all. I mean, his cashes are all pretty high up there. I mean, well, of course I don't know how many cash he has total, but he has a lot of final tables. It looks like. Okay, let's see who else the Belarusian people have.
The Belarus all-time money list. Do you want to see this?
I want to see this.
Okay, this will be fun. We'll kill some time with this one.
Can we pronounce any of the names?
Okay, so here are your top players in the history of Belarus.
Have to pronounce them correctly.
Alex Bulletin is the top money winner. At the moment, by 200,000, that'll move up a little bit. Vadim Kursovic, second at little over 2 million. Mikolai Pobal at 1.296 million. Vasily Fursau at 942,000. Kirill Radzivanu.
Oh, you almost got it.
Radzivanu at 719,000.
Oh, do you recognize any of these?
No.
Vasily, that was a guy in the aviation club, I think, in WPT.
Boy, you got me on this one.
It's the only one.
I do not recognize anybody.
Look how fast it drops. It drops fast. I mean,
yeah.
If you want to be high on a rankings, maybe Belarus is a.
I would if you had my winnings
you're
in there.
Top 100.
If you had my winnings in there,
Yeah.
I would be ranked. If I remember correctly, I think it'd be ranked about 59th or 60th in Belarus history.
Wow.
So maybe I should change the citizenship. I'll get on the big chart.
You gotta change your name to Mark Hoke Slovakia.
Yeah, there you go. I don't even remember where I rate all time. That'd be so vain to look that up on my own show, wouldn't it?
No, come on.
That'd be terrible.
Come on, I'm curious. Let's go. Come on.
For God's sake.
Hey, you know what?
God's
I'll listen.
sake.
You're proud of you had that circuit final table or something.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. I mean, come on. I'd be proud of that, man. I still talk about my Choctaw tournament, so until I get another big score.
That's me. Here it is.
There you go.
All right. So here are my rankings all time. U.S. money list, I am 47,184th. But hey, in the whole United States,
yeah, I mean,
a country of 330 million people.
Come on now.
Okay, so that's not Pennsylvania. I am 1,126th. Oh, I've got to change that. Oh, but if I go
Pennsylvania is a tough state. Though.
Yeah, but boy,
Vegas, Pennsylvania.
If I switch to Nevada, though, I wonder where that puts me.
I
haven't switched this over.
Why would you switch to Nevada? It'd make you way lower.
Well, I'll find out.
Yeah.
You know what I'll do is I'll change it and then change it again.
All
time money list, I am 90,259th.
That's a lot of people. Oh my gosh.
All time money list best rank. My best rank of all time was 27,294th. So I needed a couple more cashes in there to stay alive. My popularity ranking, I'm 35,018.
So that's just how is that computed?
I have no freaking idea, but that's pretty cool.
I'm guessing what Negreanu and would be one of the.
I would think so. I've never seen this.
That looks new to me. Okay. Well, now we got to scroll way up after.
Yeah, this could take some time.
Just go to the.
Yeah, let's jump to page 1.
Jump to number 1.
Yeah, let's jump to number 1.
351 pages. So if you're just bored one day and you just go through all the pages, if you ever get to 351 in popularity ranking, you might see Mark Hoke's name there.
That's unbelievable.
Top rank.
All right.
Popularity rank.
Okay, so this would be.
This is a good game. We should play this with names.
Man, this would be interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got to remember this.
Yeah.
So Phil Ivey is listed as the most popular player.
307,000.
I'm probably moving up because of the
what
show.
What is 307,000 what?
I don't know what the hell that points
votes?
is. I guess hits.
They're just making a number.
I don't know. It's Ivy Negreanu, Helmuth, Elke.
It goes for that's
Sam Trickett, Eric Seidel, Antonio Esfandiari, Gus Hansen, Jamie Gold,
How is this
and Jason Mercier.
What?
Or Mercier, excuse me.
This is an interesting rating. Most hits on Google. What? I'm curious.
That's crazy.
Tom
That's
Doyle.
crazy. I've got to do
Peter
some
Eastby?
research on this thing.
Ned Overs. Wow.
I have no idea, but I'm going to look that up.
Yeah.
I'll do a little more research on that, but I'm very proud that I'm in the top 35,000 popularity rank among poker players. That's unbelievable.
Wow.
But we learned something today, Jesse.
We learned something today. You do have a final table, though.
I do.
Not everybody can say that.
Yeah, that is true.
That's
devastatingly painful final table. We won't get into that. Anyway.
Stories about that. Hey, Greg.
So, hey, Greg, how you doing? Greg Merson walking by. God, I'm about ready to take a hit off that vape.
That was stylish.
That's a vape, by the way, just so we're clear on that.
Vape, okay. Very stylish.
So, yeah, Wookie Way in the chat box just saying on that note, it's either going to be number 14 for Helmuth, and that's something we really didn't think about. This would be number 6 for Ted Forrest if he wins.
Wow.
So that's pretty impressive, too. I mean, we're kind of it's hard to believe we're sort of dismissing Ted Forrest at this point. One of the all-time greats, but he's in a good position. Flipper Fair saying go Ted. Wow, Fair's on the Forest side of things. Phil at WikiWay saying Phil has 2-1 chip lead. I'm rooting for him for fantasy reasons. And Flipper Fair saying, what a great beginning to the WSOP. Man, what do you...
Yeah, I mean, yeah. You're going to see some good pros at these final tables, and if it's the year of the pro, don't be surprised if, we see, I mean, DeGrania's got to get one. He's off to a slow start, it seems like.
Yeah,
Ivy as well.
I haven't even seen Daniel Negreanu.
He's been walking around. I don't think he's been playing. We got the 10,000 Omaha that's been going on, so they might be playing in there.
Yeah,
we should check up in that.
Yeah, of course, that started just a couple hours ago.
Yeah.
So probably won't get too much information on that one.
But 10,000, this is the championship for the high-low.
I would love to play that.
They need a PLO 8, pot limit or better 8.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, so limit Omaha high-low.
3,000.
Split 8 or better.
Starting, yeah.
Right now, listing entries are TBD. 120 players listed remaining. So just some of the names in there. Barry Greenstein saying hi. Vanessa Selps looking for another bracelet. Josh R.A. just hopped right in there. Didn't even blink an eye. Good for him.
Josh, you got to be, motivated. After taking a tough loss like that, so close to a bracelet, you need to, the rest of the day to decompress, come back, refresh him out. But no, he's...
Yeah, and I believe he made a final table last year, too, on a pretty deep run. So,
yeah.
R.A. knows what the hell he's doing. Frank Casello in there, Eric Seidel, David ODB Baker, George Danzer in there, Robert Mizraki, Alon Schwartz is right back on the horse, Perry Freeman, Dan Kelly, Brock Parker back in there, Mark Gregorich, Ellie Lesra, Scotty Abrams, Phil Locke, Robert Mizraki, just some of the
everybody,
names that are in
so pretty much every. Oh, Jeff Lissandro.
Jeff Lissandro's
okay,
in. So there's your question about Jeff Lissandro. He's playing.
Should I go get an interview right now?
Oh my goodness.
So
unreal. All right. Well, let's take one more break, and when we come back, we'll see if there's any more updates coming in on what's happening with these heads-up matchups. As we are so close to 2 more bracelets being given out today. Phil Hellmuth continuing to try to add to history. Ted Forrest trying to capture a little bit of glory past.
Wow.
What a sensational matchup that is going to be. So we'll step back for a little bit here on the Mark Hoke Show. Jesse Capps along for the ride here. We will be right back, everybody.
I'm Dutch Boyd, 2-time WSOP bracelet winner, and I want to share my story with you. 12 years as a pro has taught me a lot. For the last year, I've boiled it all down into a tell-all book, 90,000 words. In Poker Tilt, I take you on my journey through all the ups and downs that poker has to offer, all the manic highs and hellish lows of every bad beat and lucky draw. So go to www.pokertilt.com to read more, or just go buy the new book on Amazon or Kindle right now, pokertilt.com. I guarantee you'll enjoy the ride.
9 poker players on a dramatic path to glory with unbelievable twists and turns that will keep you on the edge of your seat. It's the Final 9 comic from Room 110 Publishing. Go to final9comic.com to download the first issue preview and get ready for the official launch coming soon. 9 will become 1 way or another. Final9comic.com. And for more details, make sure to follow them on Twitter and like them on Facebook at Final9Comic.
When it comes to custom poker tables, why would you buy something someone else designed and even named for their sales or marketing purposes? The Nighthawk, the Gambler, the Big Slick, the Nuts. Sure, you can customize it if you want, as long as you choose between black, red, or even green cloth, but that's about it. When you choose to play off tilt, it's not just another table, it's your table. The same price gets you a fully custom designed table that reflects your style and game. Off tilt makes it easy to design a truly one-of-a-kind custom poker table that'll give you home table advantage. Sure, Off Tilt could name their tables for marketing purposes, but why? It's not ours. We don't play on it. And to be honest, there are over 1,000 named Off Tilt tables worldwide, including the WSOP, the Deep Stacks Poker Tour, the Jonathan Papelbon, as well as Julie's, Chris's, Scott's, Amber's, Tristan's, just to name a few. So let us add your name to the list and deliver a truly custom-crafted, furniture-quality poker table worthy of your game. Visit www.offtiltpokertables.com or call Brian Knott today at 262-490-3812. We'll show you you why Off Tilt is the only way to play.
Your business and promotion will only go as far as your website will take you. That's why the Mark Hoke Show has only trusted one name for over 2 years, BlueRail.net. Whether you need custom website design and development packages or simply need a host for your website, Blue Rail is the only developer to turn to. It's time to discover the world-class personalized service only the Blue Rail team can provide. Visit us at BlueRail.net and call 520-822-5128 right now for your free consultation today. So get on board at BlueRail.net. How far do you want to go?
One man, his lucky shirt, an unforgettable night, and a winning streak that never seemed to end. That's how Blind Squirrel began, and we haven't looked back since. We make the clothes that we want to wear for the places where we want to look and feel our best. The game, the speakeasy, and the casino floor. Blind Squirrel's small batch, high-quality gear is for people too busy grabbing life by the nuts to bother with crappy, ill-fitting clothing. Because like you, we prefer our nights long, our drinks strong, and our lucky shirt to be our most comfortable. So look good, be lucky, and visit BlindSquirrelApparel.com for your new favorite shirt. As an added bonus, you'll receive 20% off your purchase with the promo code HOKE, H-O-K-E. You can also pick up Blind Squirrel apparel at the Borgata in Atlantic City and in Las Vegas at all Masura stores at Mandalay Bay, Monte Carlo, The Mirage, and MGM Grand. Look good and be lucky with Blind Squirrel Apparel.
The heat is on. Whether you're in the hot seat of a major poker tournament or just dealing with everyday life, stay cool with a brand new Arctic Blue cooling towel. Just wet your reusable and durable Arctic Blue cooling towel in cold water and you'll have instant cooling relief at your fingertips for up to 5 hours. The towel is lightweight and pliable, so you can keep it handy no matter where you are. Plus, it's absorbent enough to make sure you and your clothes stay dry while you stay cool. No need to sweat it out, no matter what you're doing when you have an Arctic Blue cooling towel handy. So get the same cooling towel used by professional athletes, poker players, first responders, physical therapists, U.S. automakers, and even reality TV stars. So what are you waiting for? Visit them today at arcticblu.com and pick yours up today. Plus, enter the discount code MarkHokeShow when you check out and get 15% off plus free shipping to keep some of your cold hard cash in your wallet. It's like the Arctic Blue Bear says, it's not cool to be hot. So pick up your Arctic Blue cooling towel today.
RunGoodGear.com is one of poker's premier online stores for apparel. Their mission is to provide poker players with stylish and comfortable clothes for their daily grind. You've probably seen Run Good Gear at the World Series of Poker through Run Good Poker Pro Rob Salaburo or around the country through the WSOP circuit. Today, RunGoodGear.com is the place to go to gear up for the poker felt. So go there now with the promo code HOKE, that's H-O-K-E, for 10% off your entire online purchase. Remember Hoke. Now go gear up.
Want more of The Mark Hoke Show? Then follow us on Twitter at Mark Hoke Show and like our Facebook page at The Mark Hoke Show for show news and outstanding poker content from around the world. Plus, enjoy the show anytime by subscribing to our podcasts on iTunes or at markhokeshow.podbean.com. We're even on your mobile phone at markhokeshow.podbean.com/mobile. Thanks for listening and being a part of The Mark Hoke Show.
This is the Mark Hoke Show.
The Mark Hoke Show.
Here again, your host, Mark Hoke.
All right, everybody, we are back live here on the Mark Hoke Show. Thanks for being with us. Just got our entry for the 1K main event satellite contest. Best of luck to you. That'd be Emil. Of course, we've got other great prizes we're giving away too through the weeks. We've got T-shirts and Sun Buggy Dune Buddy experiences. All sorts of fun stuff. I can't believe Chad Holloway won that drawing.
I think that was a little fixed right there.
That's freaking ridiculous. No, I just literally reached into the bag.
How's it going, Andrew?
Boom.
Are you win something today? Are you winning anything?
So.
Oh man.
Oh, can't do those tilt regis. That's not good. That's not good.
That's what. I almost played it. I almost played it today after I busted the 1K, but.
Yeah.
Wow,
true.
they're getting high numbers.
Yeah. So yeah, and that's something that I think a lot of people that don't come down here. Obviously you're looking at seeing what's happening with the bracelet events and so on. But these deep stack tournaments that are going on here are incredible values. This is obviously the Millionaire Maker, obviously a huge value. But you're putting in $235 or $285, and these first prizes are like $50,000.
Yeah, $235. If you find yourself lucky enough to win the tournament, you win $50,000. That's you have to finish. You still would have to finish top 6 or something in one of these 1Ks, 1500s to win 50K. I've done it. I made it to the final table and stuff. You have to run incredibly lucky. You get to the final table and everyone has 10 big blinds. Chopping is definitely not out of the question because any hand can change the future of, you go from 235. I finished 27th a couple times. It was 1700, which is nice, but not nothing. But you're making the final table. You're already you're gonna get 5 to 10K. So
you know what the best part about winning a 50K first prize and something like that is?
What's that?
You have 5% of your buy-in for the one drop.
5%. Or you could you
just gotta pick off 19 more.
Can you bet? Can you bet on the one drop? Can you bet on the horse?
Oh, I bet somebody's taking odds around here.
Yeah,
you'd have to be.
Put your 50K on Sfondiari or.
Could you imagine if he won that twice? I think it's one of the biggest source subjects about the all-time money winners list, that counting that event as part of that. Because now Antonio is obviously way out in front right now, but whoever wins this, is going to make a huge jump,
because,
and depending on who it is, will end up taking over first place.
It's not businessman, it'll be a huge jump.
But you win one tournament and you're the all-time. You're close to being. Even if you never cashed before,
right,
and you hopped in there and win it, you're now probably the second biggest all-time money winner.
Yeah,
that's not right.
Most of the people will have a few million at the minimum to cashes. So, they'll probably. I don't know how much this fund he already has right now, but I'm sure, probably first or second.
If he won it.
Oh, if he won it,
long
then
gone.
If he won it, then
who would ever catch him?
Oh my gosh, I don't know who's
that would just be sick.
Yeah.
Yes, there might have to be a declaration made about that, but
I'll tell you my prediction: he'll make the final table this year.
Oh,
I don't know.
Gonna go out there and say it.
He'll make the final table. We'll see what happens. But
I hope Mike Sexton's going to be in again this year. That was a brutal bubble. Actually, Antonio knocked him out on the bubble last year.
Well, he
with
cashed.
a little bit of a controversial hand. He did cash.
The first one out.
Or he was the final table bubble.
Right.
Table bubble. How would you feel about a final table or a bubble?
Yeah,
that would be $1 million.
Final table bubble would suck, but $1 million actual bubble.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
And it's not like, when I'm playing there, I'm like, oh, let's see, can I make a deal with these guys? Something like that. No, these guys are all
no one's making a freaking deal there.
Not there, no.
No.
Hey guys, can everybody throw me $90,000?
let's throw $90,000 on the bubble. Let's go.
Jeez. Not happening. Let's see. Flipper Fair, by the way, reporting 3.7 earthquake in Los Angeles. So hope everybody's doing okay in LA.
Oh, that's where the big one's going to happen, isn't it? Eventually.
It could.
We don't know when, but.
Yeah. I was trying to be good. I'm not going to say anything.
There's your boy, David Bakes.
Yeah, and AP Farrat stopping by here, getting settled in the Laverne Goodyear Lounge. Let's see. We got Hinkles are loud on the rail and Raz. Uh-oh. That's when both Hinkles get on your case, you're in trouble. So watch out there. Wookie Way asking how long we're on the air. We're on the air till 8 o'clock Pacific time. So we got about 6 minutes left on our broadcast right now.
Uh-oh.
So not long. So that means as soon as we can, at least some people will get a chance to go watch that main event final table. Might take turns or
It's
something.
It's probably gonna be crowded if we, even gonna go watch it. We'll be.
That's what
standing on each other's shoulders.
That's what these are for.
Oh hell yeah!
Could actually stand on the floor if we want.
Oh, let's just stand right next to him, report next to him. You know, Mickey and everybody.
Yeah, there you go. So let's see if we can get a couple final updates here for you as we get ready to sign off. So as soon as we switch over here to the 7-card Raz.
You have internet problems.
Yeah, it's been a little goofy in here. And it is now Helmuth at 1.13 million, Ted Forrest at 440,000.
We can't. I'm not taking you home until this event's over. We have to watch this.
No,
this is.
I agree 100%.
We have to watch this.
I agree. Going to the shootout. We're keeping an eye on Alex Bulletin, trying to wrap up that bracelet. Of course, we could have our first foreign player taking it down if he cannot get it done. Bulletin has lost a little bit, down to 2.68 million. Dimitar Donchev at 1.58. So that one's kind of still anybody's ball game there. And boy, they're deep too. Blinds at 10,000, 20,000.
So we're playing, average
all
100,
night long.
100 big blinds.
All night, all night long. That's do you just end up sitting around and you hit that ace king and you're like, let's go. Let's go. Come on.
I mean, that's what I did in the shootout. Heads up.
That didn't work out so well for you.
No, it did not. But we were pretty deep, and I said, let's go, But someday I want to fit in like a 7-bet, Like, I don't think I've ever made it 7 bets. I know tons of people have, but, usually.
What is the point of a 7-bet? That was actually a trend for a long time where we've seen a lot of 5 and 6 bets. I mean, once you get to the 4th or 5th bet at the most, this is just time to.
Here you go. 6-bet fold. That's a new game plan.
Wow, that wouldn't be fun.
Find a way.
I've done a 4-bet fold.
4-bet fold.
I've never done a 6-bet fold though.
I mean, that's a great thing. I travel these circuit events. I mean, you don't get past 5 bets is the most it ever it gets to. So it's like because they're not playing very aggressively and stuff. They're 3-bet call, a lot of flag calling. They're not like the kids. Kids here and stuff. They're 5, 6 bets.
Yeah, thank God that toned
bet.
down. That was that really peaked in the year Jonathan Duhamel won the championship.
It was awesome. They had they had so many the bet. It took over the whole table when Chong put out all those bets. It was like a line of bets. It was crazy.
Everybody was doing that crap too. Everybody was doing it. I still remember that very well. All right, so that's where everything stands at the moment. So we've got 2 bracelets being determined right behind us in the Amazon room. Should both be on the live stream. And Phil Helmuth is this close to bracelet number 14.
14. Not 4, 14.
14.
I'm still looking for my first, and he's got 14. And how old is he right now? He's
29.
He's 29. Okay. Yeah, he feels like he's 29.
That's got what's really got to suck is that he keeps having to print all this new merchandise.
Like does all the hats go to Africa? Like you
got to do something with them. I mean, so some village in Africa is getting a shipment of 13 hats 13. Very soon. So say what is this? Oh, Phil win again! Yay! We only won
more hats for us.
I'm sorry,
Kerstetter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, Jamie Kerstetter's out of the middle there.
That's too bad.
That sucks. But she's 2 for 2 on cashes.
Come on now, 2 for 2. That's awesome.
That's a good start. Not bad. Not bad. I'd take that start.
Okay.
It's very good to get that first cash out of the way, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm still looking for my first cash. So, I think it's just a monkey off your back. Even if it's preferably not a min cash, but something deep. Maybe. Yeah. I mean. I know she was sad. She got 20 something the first time, and so I mean she cashes frequently. So for one of the better females out there.
Absolutely. All right. So that is pretty much going to do it for us here. I'm sure you guys are, hopefully you've kind of used us as a companion on the live stream, but now you can pay all attention you want to David Tuckman and everybody having a good time in there. we're probably going to pay some attention to what's happening in there too, as soon as we can kind of get everything straightened out.
I think
here.
everybody's kind of trickling in here.
Yeah.
There is,
The word is getting around.
Tickets are being sold outside.
Oh my God! All right, so guys, we will see you once again tomorrow at 1:00 Eastern. May only do one show tomorrow. Monday's kind of a slow day. We'll see how things go. But Jesse Capps, thank you for joining me, buddy.
Thank you so much.
Always an awesome job.
Hopefully, I'll be on here talking about getting that first cash off my belt and then a bracelet, obviously.
Yeah, there you go. I'll go to that party.
Oh, I will make sure it's a party.
Oh my God,
and you'll have the first ticket.
Hookers.
Everybody gets one free gift.
Woohoo! I'll take that.
You get the hookers.
Okay, fair enough. All right, guys. So we will see you tomorrow. Hey, enjoy the WSOP live stream. Maybe we're going to be seeing some more history tonight. So check it out. Say hi to David Tuckman and the team. We will see you guys tomorrow here at 1 p.m. Thank you so much for joining us.